Hello, I'm Chuck Jacobson.
And I'm Skip Stanton with Aqua Plumbing and Air, and this is the Aqua Cares Home Safety Show.
As business owners, Skip and I are committed to improving the lives of our customers while also supporting our community and giving back.
We created the Aqua Cares program to align with the mission of Aqua Plumbing and Air to provide safety and comfort while being a light in our community.
This show focuses on home safety tips for homeowners so you and your family can have a safe and healthy home.
And also an opportunity to meet some of the great nonprofits that are making an impact in our community.
When you support Aqua Plumbing and Air, you are also helping our community.
So sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Melissa Rand. Thank you for tuning in to our Aqua Cares Home Safety TV show once again. I am here with Carlos Garcia. I think you've probably seen him a couple of times, but he's just a man of all kinds of education. So what are we talking about today?
So what we have in front of us is an air handler, and I always think it's great for homeowners to know a little bit about what is an AC system, maybe a little bit about how it works, and it kind of leads to that conversation of why maintenance is important. So if you know how it works, you can understand why we come out and we do what we do. So in an air handler, this is mostly found on the inside of your home, so in the garage, in an attic, in a closet. What it does is essentially it allows the air to come in via a return duct. Some units have it where it's just open. It comes right underneath the system, goes through a filter. In this setup here, there's a filter back grill that opens. However, some units have it right here, a little 1-inch tray. We've obviously opened it so you can see the guts of it. So in a nutshell, warm air that we're trying to condition, 70, 80 degree air, we're trying to put it down to 76 because it's hot in Florida, right? Air comes in through here, gets filtered, and what's happening here is the air is going to try and go through this coil. And this coil is filled with refrigerant, which is, if you want to imagine, it's like the blood of the system. And that refrigerant's running from the indoor unit to the outdoor unit in a cycle. As it comes in, it collects the heat that's in the air, and that heat gets removed via the refrigerant, and it gets taken to the outdoor unit and it gets expelled, and basically just comes back and grabs more. The air that's left over continues forward as what we feel is cool air. This is also where the conditioning happens. So if you take a really cold drink outside in the Florida heat, it's going to sweat. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing with this. Because the coil gets cold, as that air comes in, it also has that moisture, that beautiful Florida moisture that we have, and it starts to sweat. And all that condensation runs down this and into a pan, and that goes out of the drain line, which is usually coming out of here and to the outside of the home. So on a maintenance, what we're checking for is, first of all, we're checking to see if the motors are working. We have amp probes that show us how much energy this is consuming, and we can see if it's going to go bad. We also tighten all the electrical connections. We check out your electrical heaters to make sure they're working. That's usually when you turn on your heat first time of the year, you smell that burning smell. Mm-hmm. It's back here, and that's what we're seeing to see how many amps that's pulling and making sure that works. Another thing that we're checking for is also the cleanliness of this coil. So we're all human. I've been doing AC for over 10 years, and I forget my filter. So,
That's good to know. That makes me feel better.
Yeah. So it's always good to put it, on a reminder. But we're all human and we have lives, so we forget to change those filters. So at times those coils get clogged, and as we were talking about this gets cold, and if it doesn't have enough return air, eventually this will freeze, which causes issues. So on a maintenance, that's what we're looking for. We're also cleaning the coils. If they're really excessive, we have to actually pull this coil out and do it manually with some other cleaning solutions. But that's why the maintenance prevents that from happening in the first place. So, what else? Also, on a maintenance, we're also checking the safety switches. So, we talk about AC most of the time. As a homeowner, you're talking about AC when it's broken. We really don't deal with it. But we have some safety features on all AC systems to prevent, water intrusion or water damage in homes. All that water has to go somewhere. Unfortunately, sometimes, as you can see in here, they collect dust. Mm-hmm. That water that comes down and gathers that dust creates like a paste. This stuff stays in the drain line and it clogs it. So you will always need that cleaned, and that's what we're here to do. We make sure that those lines get cleaned. You don't have any water damage. But if that happens somehow in between a maintenance, or it's never been cleaned in 5 years, we see those homes too. We have a couple of safety switches. And on this setup, it's going to be hard to open. There we go. So if the water were to clog, if the line were to clog, the water would float, fill up this little reservoir, and make this switch float up. And that turns the unit off, so it stops producing water. You won't have air conditioning during that time, but at least you don't have a bunch of water all over your home. So we have one here. We normally like to check those and make sure that they're working. And then also in this setup, there's another external pan with another safety switch. So there's a lot that we do in a maintenance, and that's just a little bit of it.
That's just a little bit of it.
Yes.
We have a couple of maintenance programs here. We have one that focuses just on the AC.
Correct.
We also have our Aqua One, which is all three: electrical, plumbing, and AC. So that can be something that you can check out if you're interested, because that I learn something new every day here. So now I should probably check my filter when I get home.
Yes.
Wow, now I get a pulling clean. It all just came out to me.
Correct.
So yeah. Well, thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Carlos. And just something good for you viewers to know at home, because we have such a wonderful company and wonderful owners. We actually are open to having, if you have children who are students in HVAC or grandchildren who are students in HVAC, we're happy to have you come in and sit on one of our AC meetings and kind of hear the ins and outs, sort of like I just did today. So I'm happy to talk to you about that, and you could always give us a call here at Aqua Plumbing and Air. And once again, thank you so much, and I hope that you use these tips to keep your home safe, happy, and healthy.
Hi, I'm Skip with Aqua Plumbing and Air. It's so important with a company to have a mission and to have vision and values. And our mission statement, when Chuck and I bought the company about 5.5 years ago, we wanted something that reflected what we do, but also the heart of our company. And so our mission statement is to provide safety and comfort while being a light in our community. And what that means to us is that obviously, to provide safety and comfort, safety could be safe drinking water, sanitary systems, safe electrical systems. Comfort would apply to air conditioning comfort, comfort just having plumbing that operates properly. All those things kind of tie into plumbing, air conditioning, and electrical. But to be a light in our community is especially the heart of this company, because we want all of our interactions with our own employees, but when we deal with our clients in the marketplace, we want to make sure that experience is a positive experience, that we brighten their day. We encourage our people to, engage in conversation, to smile. Just a simple smile can make such a difference. Even engage in prayer if that's what the customer needs. We just really want to brighten their day, and that goes with our relationships with our vendors. We want that same experience, even though some people might think that they're serving us. It's not that way. We want to make sure that we are a positive impact on every interaction, on every relationship that we have as a company. Companies need to have a vision, and something that really resonated with Chuck and I, again, when we bought the company, was our heart for children that go hungry. and it just seems unimaginable in especially the Sarasota and Manatee area with the affluence that we have in this community to have children going hungry. So we felt like that would be a really worthy cause to get behind, and which helped us create our vision, which is a business that lives beyond the current owners and leads the community in ending childhood hunger and worthy causes. With that in mind, we created the Aqua Cares Foundation, which simply is a nonprofit organization that any money that we raise through fundraising events, through whatever we can do, that money, 100% of that will go to the charities that align themselves with ending childhood hunger. And so we're excited about that. We're excited to have something that helps put guardrails on our giving, helps direct the money where we want it to go, and helps Aqua Plumbing and Air be just a good steward of the resources that we've been blessed with, and to be able to share that with our community.
Hi, I'm Melissa Rand. Welcome back. Now I am here at The Haven, and I'm here with Brad Jones, the president and CEO, and I'm also here with Hallie Pilot, the director of mission engagement. This is going to be a really great segment because I always tell the viewers that I love getting to all of the charities that Aqua supports, because I didn't even realize how many we have. So let's start with you. Why don't you just tell us what you are and maybe like your favorite part of your job?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of favorite parts, but the Haven was established in 1954. We actually were created in the Bradenton Sarasota Airport, in an airport hangar. Back then, there were no services for kids with disabilities, so a group of parents got together and they formed what was called the Sunshine Day School at that time. Fast forward 10 years later, they were growing and needed to find a piece of property. So they held a fundraiser and raised money by selling Claxton fruitcakes. I don't know if you ever tasted these fruitcakes, but yeah, they're horrible. They don't taste good. So they were very good salespeople, but they raised $10,000, and that's what they bought this property for, 32 acres. At that time, in the middle of nowhere. Right now, we're literally right next to UTC and the Benderson Rowing Facility, so I'm sure our property value has gone up a little bit since then.
Just a little.
But fast forward to now, and we're operating several different programs and serve about 700 people each and every day. We serve from children, teens, and adults with developmental disabilities. What really makes us unique is our adult programs. So we have a program called Haven Industries that about 250 adults go to each and every day here at this location, and we just opened a new campus down in Venice that has 55 new clients in that facility. So the whole focus of that program is to provide paid work opportunities for people with disabilities. So in addition to that, they will also have recreation opportunities. We have our own aquatic therapy center, we have a pool, we have sports courts, so it's really an all-encompassing day for them because no one wants to work all day. And then that sort of evolves into our residential program. So we're one of the only places in the Suncoast that has group homes on a campus. And right now we're currently at 6. We have 6 group homes. We've built 3 in the last 5 years. So the program has a tremendous amount of growth, and we actually have around 200 people on a waiting list. It's crazy and sad at the same time because we know we'll never be able to fill that waiting list here. So that leads us to now we have actually 2 group homes, Brad's Place and Michael's house, that are scheduled to break ground any day now, that we'll be starting construction on, hope to finish within 10 to 12 months. And that will help our waiting list. But Brad's Place is going to be a unique house in that it is for senior citizens with disabilities. So people usually don't think about that. As people age, they get older. Well, so do people with disabilities, and they have additional needs. For example, the people with Down syndrome are very much more likely to develop dementia and Alzheimer's than a typical developing person. So we saw this happening over the past 10 years and wanted to address it. We don't like having to transfer people from our campus to like an assisted living facility, nursing home, because they don't get that same care. We're their family in essence, so that's taking them away from their family. So this home will be the first of its kind to be able to have services for people with dementia, Alzheimer's, with developmental disabilities. So it's pretty exciting, it's pretty unique, so we're excited to get that finished.
When you say, because you're correct, I don't think a lot of people do realize that adults with disabilities still need some help. Typically, is this even a thing? Do they age out of programs? Do they no longer get assistance?
Exactly. I mean, you actually nailed the term age out. So we want to develop something where they age in place. So they get to a certain point where the funding they receive from the states no longer will provide services for them because they need additional staffing and additional medical help, where we don't have the funding to be able to do that for them. So we wanted to change that. So that's why over the past several years we've looked to establish additional funding to be able to supply services for them, but also in addition to the services, have a facility that's meant for them, designed for them. Yeah. For example, lift station, lift systems in all the rooms to take them from their bathroom to the bedroom. Just stuff that little details that really make the home unique for them.
Wow, interesting. So how will these specific individuals know that you're offering this now? How are you getting
so we're only offering it for our current residents. Okay. So we already have identified the people that are going to be moving. All of them are over the age of 60. Two of them have actually lived here over 50 years. Wow. So these are long-term clients. We're not, people consider group homes, they think about, it's a transitional type of living situation. Not ours. This is their home for the rest of their life. We have people who've been here 50, 40, 30 years. This is all they've known. We don't usually have any openings unless, God forbid, someone passes away. Mm-hmm. So that's our challenge as leaders of this organization, is trying to develop strategies to expand while also continuing to offer the services to our current population.
Okay, that's interesting. So what would you say is your biggest population? The preschool, the adolescent age?
Yeah, definitely adults. So our preschool currently serves approximately 50 kids on a full-time basis. One unique thing is our preschool is inclusive. So there's kids with and without disabilities, okay. Which is really cool to see the two groups, learn from each other. It's fun to see them interact. In addition, see them interact with adults. Like our adults, for example, we have our own landscaping company, we have our own janitorial company, our own bakery. So we don't outsource those things. We hire our own clients to do that. So we pay them. We'd rather pay them to do a job than hire an outside firm to do it. So our adults will cook all their meals, bring it to them, feed the kids, bring the dishes back, do the dishes. They're the ones cleaning the buildings. They're the ones cutting the lawn, the 32 acres. So it's pretty unique. We believe in employment, empowerment, and independence. That's our goal. So all of that enables us to do that for them.
That's great. And actually that just triggered me a little bit, because somebody else that we've just interviewed in the last couple months was Rise and Nice, and I saw in the newspaper that you've been partnering with.
Yes, yeah. Beaver, he's established an awesome organization. Mm-hmm. We had discussed that years ago. We knew that we wanted to employ more people with disabilities, and he's doing a fantastic job with that. And we actually have several of our residents work there, so it's a nice connection. So it's been a really good partnership.
Great. Mm-hmm. And then, so you said 32 acres, so this is a great segue over to Hallie.
Yep.
Thank you. I want to say Haley. I'm so sorry.
You're not the only one.
Okay. I get Michelle all the time. So
it's okay.
You were just saying that you are at the end of a 10-year...
Yeah, 10-year, pretty much a 10-year capital campaign. One unique thing about us is we have no debt on our campus.
Oh, wow.
We have 14 buildings, 9 of which have been built in the last 10 years. So we've had a huge amount of support for the community in regards to capital donations. And that allows us to put our money back into operations, back into programming where it needs to be.
Okay. So along with that capital campaign, I am very much assuming you have a lot of pretty neat events and specific things coming up. Is there anything you want to explain to the viewers?
Yeah, so we're really excited. We're having our first ever black tie gala, which is a really big deal for the Haven. It is a sister event to Wine, Women, and Shoes, which I'm sure you've heard of in town. That's a fun day for ladies in Sarasota, but this is more food and arts themed, men and women of all ages, and you had to pick a theme that kind of centralizes on a type of art. And so we went with kind of comic book art and superheroes, and our theme is My Disability is My Superpower, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to have some of our residents there and give them the chance to meet guests and showcase their superpowers and tell us what makes them feel like the most empowered and what makes them feel so special. And we all have a superpower. So this is just a great way to highlight the fact that we want people to see the ability and disability.
Yes.
Instead of focusing on what they can't do, focus on what they can, and maybe you'll be surprised by the things that they can do.
They may even be surprised if they have to really put their mind to it. And
yeah, I mean, just like
that,
yeah, just like you and I get a paycheck and we have a job and we feel proud of it when they get that paycheck from Brad in the warehouse that he signs on a Friday. I mean, the sense of pride that you feel is really palpable and really overwhelming. So we're excited to finally communicate that in a fun night and celebrate that. It's at Ed Smith Stadium.
Ooh,
the dinner's
okay.
going to be on the field, and so we're encouraging.
Yeah. Definitely want to be unique. We want to do something different. Those that know the Haven, we are unique. We have a very young leadership staff. We're very client based. So, for example, we know all of our clients' names. We do things outside of work with them. They were in my wedding. We're very connected to them, and that's the way we want it, and that's our culture. So I'm excited about this gala because it's actually tying into our culture of involving the clients, their superpower, something that will actually show off their abilities. So we're excited about that.
Oh yeah, super excited.
Are we in a position now, or are we past that the community can help? Can they sponsor? Can they donate specifically to the gala? And we'll definitely get to how they can help contribute to the Haven in general. But
absolutely. So we're still looking for sponsorships, silent auction prizes, live auction prizes. So the sky's kind of the limit. We have a really nice sponsorship packet with our theme incorporated, and if there's a sponsorship that you don't think works for you and you want to suggest something else custom, the beauty of this is it's our first gala, so we have the creativity and freedom to kind of run with it. So if you see a special sponsorship and you think, okay, well, I think I want this sponsorship, I mean, we can work with everybody, and we just want to give local businesses the opportunity to associate themselves with the Haven, come celebrate with us, learn more. We're going to have, a mission moment where we really teach everybody what we do. So it is to have fun and celebrate and eat and drink and enjoy art, of course, but it's really just to put the Haven on the map because it deserves to be.
And another way that you can help, even if you don't have a small business or you can't donate, RSVP, buy a ticket, join them. And I'm sure we'll have this information, how they can contact you. I did take a look at your website. It looks pretty easy to click on to say where they can donate, where you can help.
Yep.
It's at a baseball stadium, so plenty of room.
Yeah. Yes, and we're encouraging no stilettos because they may sink into the grass of the baseball field. So so I'm suggesting, maybe ball gowns and baseball sneakers or whatever. My fiance corrected me and said it's cleats, but whatever people want to do. I just want people to be fun, have fun, feel like their best selves, dress up, and celebrate the Haven.
How many people are you anticipating?
300.
Oh.
And just between sponsorships, we actually have about 120 of the seats already filled. So I would encourage people who are interested in tables and sponsorships to inquire soon, because we're going to release public sales in July if we make it to that point.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
This is great. Any last things, any last points you'd like for our viewers to hear? I know that I just love to hear about the different charities that Aqua is part of, and really, there's so many out there. So I know you've said a couple of things that set you aside, but what's your tug at the heartstring?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's our campus. I mean, it's 32 acres. Feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, but you're in the middle of everything. And we love giving tours. That's our bread and butter. And once you guys see it, once people come out here and see what we have to offer, see all of the lives that are being impacted, from ages 1 all the way up to 91, that's the important thing. So we invite everyone that's watching this, bring some friends. You'll get to meet Hallie. She gives a great tour, and spend some time. We also give chocolate chip cookies out free because our bakery makes them. They're one of the best. They're very good. We're known for them. You get to meet some awesome residents and clients, so we definitely invite people to come on out.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. This is my favorite part of the segment, honestly, in my heart.
thank
so,
you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I'm looking forward to the gala. I'm going to check it out
Yay,
myself.
me too.
I hope that you all do too. And thank you so much for joining us again today.
Welcome to Nancy's. What can we make for you today?
Thank you. Everything looks so delicious.
Well, you know, you can bundle the sides with a sandwich or a tray.
Did you say bundle?
Yes, you can bundle the sides.
Well, since you mentioned it, did you know you can also bundle our maintenance plan with Aqua Plumbing and Air? The Aqua One Advantage plan is the most comprehensive preventative maintenance plan you can purchase. It includes plumbing, air, and electrical for one low, affordable price.
Why should your home comfort be one-dimensional? Let your Infinity System by Carrier redefine your home with the ultimate combination of comfort and control. The Infinity System Control is the command center. It enables your equipment to be intelligent and powerful with the touch of a finger. You can control your entire system with ease. You can also monitor temperature room by room with zoning capabilities. From the start, your energy consumption is precisely monitored, so you'll instantly see how much you're saving down to the dollar. Your Infinity System Control learns and adapts around the clock. Just like an orchestra conductor, it instructs every part of your system to harmonize until every comfort dimension is ideal. Reduce or replenish the moisture in the air without lifting a finger. Remove impurities and increase airflow so your loved ones can breathe easier. Make your environment warmer or cooler to achieve the exact level of comfort you desire. Your Infinity System Control also offers multi-mode functions that will do the work for you. The Touch and Go feature allows you to switch between preference settings with the touch. Advanced Smart Setback intelligently adapts your energy consumption based on home occupancy to save you money on utility bills. It turns the system down while you're away and adjusts to ideal comfort levels by the time you return home. We don't just offer the ultimate combination of comfort and control. We elevate the way you receive service. The Infinity System Control can also double as a tool of communication between you and your Carrier dealer. This communication enables you to receive timely service support, remote diagnostics, and system updates. Your dealer takes care of it for you without inconvenient home service visits. You can access your system on the go. Through the downloadable My Infinity app, you can manage and monitor your home system wherever there's an internet connection. Contact your Carrier dealer to experience customized comfort, harness the latest technology, and enjoy maximized energy savings like never before. With Infinity System innovation, the ultimate is obtainable.